Okay, here we go again. Moving on. Trying to get through this as speedy as I can. It's kind of a lengthy thing. Bear with me. So, strength and conditioning. It's not just sitting in a gym, and it's not just lifting weights, and it's not just making yourself stronger that way. There is some meditation to it as well. There is some looking at it from a broader scale too. How can I lift that and be as safely about it as possible? I may be tired, but I have that to pick up. So there's always evaluation, there's always self evaluation. And you should never stop doing that. That could be for any situation, it doesn't have to be just for any one thing. It's about knowing when to rise above a situation and then reflect on the situation. So that way you're not allowing your emotions to run rampant. Because we all know what happens when that happens. We all know when we allow the dark side of us to come out, our ego and our pride. And I've learned all about the ego and the pride, and I'm not scared to fight my shadows. I'm not scared to fight the demons in me because, hey, they're a part of me. But sometimes letting those demons out, like when I'm at the gym or when I'm dealing with tumultuous situations, sometimes those demons can be helpful. They can help you. They can help you navigate. For every moment of darkness, there's a moment of light. For every moment of light, there's a moment of darkness. So a lot of where I've gotten from all these things in my life is I've just remembered that you can rise above and you can go within and you can deal with it from a place of love. You can deal with it from a place of understanding and proper situational awareness. If you're not sure about an aspect of a situation, that's when you need to ask yourself a question. To find inner peace, it's not an easy truck. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, and people may not understand it. But all that's important is if you understand your own process. It's not about uh, having people like you, because people are going to like you or going to hate you, but that's irrelevant. The only thing that's important is what you think of yourself. So through all the rejection and all the family problems and the friend problems and all the relationship issues that I've had, I've learned so much. Through all the minefields that I've walked through, it's all been lessons to get me to this point. So now as I go forward in my life, I can see it from a broader scope. And I can look to it for growth, or I can look to it for burdens. And nobody's understood that answer. The last person that I answered that question to, he literally looked at me like I had just come up with a new language or something. He just didn't understand. Comprehension. I've gotten really good at situational awareness. I've gotten so good nowadays to be able to understand a situation before I even walk into it. So now, because I had all this stuff going on and because rejection and so forth, well, okay. I took all that stuff, and I've just been enjoying my single life right now. I spent a lot of my life alone. People wanted to reject, and people wanted to cast judgment, and people wanted to do this and accuse me of all this and do this and whatever. Okay. So go within so I understand what needs to be understood. Using it to my advantage. Because when you're backed into a corner, when you lose everything, when you're stripped of everything that you thought you knew, when you're stripped of everything that you thought was meant something to you, all that's left is your faith. All that's left is the very thing that you remembered. Remember your training. Remember who you are. Remember your training. Adapt and overcome. You can let it consume you, or you can consume it and turn it into something different. You can fight back, or you can fight against it. This thing is too simple. People just make it too complicated. They'll turn to ego, pride, anger, frustration, rather than just stopping, analyzing the situation on the spot, what's going on, doing a mental parablurb on how to handle the situation, and then handle the situation. Situational awareness. It's too easy. But you got to learn the steps first. You got to honestly have a situation staring at you in the face in order to know how to handle it first, right? You can't handle a situation that's not in front of you. That's why it's important to learn from those who have been there. That's why it's important to go to those who you know who have been there and ask those questions and get that information, because if they've been there and they know what to do, those are the ones you want to talk to, right? But I think that's about all that needs to be said there. I hope those pointers help somebody out. Just know that I love you all, and I hope you're having a great night. Until next time.